Hello, Abigail.
What are you doing here?
Came to see you. It's okay, I'm alone.
I don't understand. Why?
Yeah, Abigail, there's a few things you need to hit before you go inside. So come with me.
No. I've seen that movie before.
You don't seriously think you're in any danger, do you?
No. But I'm still not going with you.
Look, I promise you, just come back and hear me out.
Why are you trying so hard to get me on your boat?
Well, for one thing, it's freezing. Well, I can see you're cold.
Well, it'll be warm inside if you'll just come in. What? Wow, your phone works here? Nobody gets cell service out here.
Yeah, it's a global tri-band. It gets the strongest signal.
Huh. Bush really do live different lives, don't you?
Yeah, it's a very exotic world. Which you can see much more clearly from my boat.
No, thank you. I will pass. But if you don't mind speaking to me in front of Hope, then you are more than welcome to join me inside.
Fine.
Are the kids? Hope? Come on in. It's weird. She was supposed to be here with Sierra. Hope? It's still warm. The heat's been on.
Maybe they went for a walk.
Okay, well, I guess that gives us some time to talk then. So, why'd you follow me all the way out here, EJ? What is it?
Always help me.
That's ominous.
Well, we have to keep the heat in. You Hawkins are a frugal lot.
And carbon neutral.
You're a clever girl, Abigail.
What's up, EJ?
Oh, I think you know. I came here to talk to you about Gabriella and Nick Fallon.
What do you have to do with Nick and Gabby?
So Gabby came to see me today after you two had lunch.
Did she tell you where I was?
Oh, I saw the text message, but she asked me to come and speak to you.
Why would she come to you and she wouldn't even tell me anything?
Well, because you caught her off guard. And she felt uncomfortable talking to you about what happened with Nick.
But not too uncomfortable to tell you?
She had to tell somebody. Somebody who knew the history, and I think it's fair to say I'm a little more dispassionate than you and Sonny and William when it comes to matters of the heart, and frankly, she's embarrassed.
Embarrassed about what? Why?
Gabriella did something that she regrets, and she's sensitive about it. That's why she reacted the way that she did. But it's nothing more than that.
Well, if it's nothing more than that, then why has Nick disappeared?
Well, Nick hasn't disappeared. My understanding is that Nick is in New York.
No, EJ, he's checked out on all of us. He's gone off communication completely. Like he's afraid to keep in touch with any of us.
He's probably just settling in.
No, something isn't right here, EJ. And if Nick has done something to Gabby, then he needs to answer for it. Or at the very least, he needs to try to get help. And that's why I'm here, because I have to tell Hope.
I can assure you, Gabriella is not in any jeopardy, Abigail.
Then why is she so upset? None of this makes any sense, EJ. Starting with the fact that you're here.
You know what? I couldn't agree with you more. This is a thankless task, and frankly, I'm half tempted to walk out that door. Do you want to know what happened with Nick and Gabby? Fine. I'll tell you. So the job offer that Gabby received from that big agency in New York, as it turns out, Mr. Fallon orchestrated that.
Okay, so he tried to help her?
He tried to put her in his debt. He didn't want to help her. He wanted her alone in New York, away from her family, dependent on him. That was his plan.
Oh.
When Gabby found out, understandably, she was incredibly upset. So she confronted him about it.
What did he say?
She was the one who let him have it. It was a pretty ugly fight. Fortunately, I happened to be walking past when things took a turn for the worst, and I was able to step in, stop Nick.
Stop Nick. Oh my God, EJ, stop Nick from what? It's not okay to sit on this. If Nick did something to hurt Gabby and get physical with her.
That's not what happened. It's not what happened.
Well, Hope still needs to know.
Look, I understand the sentiment. I do. My first thought was to go to the police.
Wow, there's a first.
You don't think I'd want Nick hauled into jail? After what he did to William, I'd be happy to see that bastard locked up. Anyway, that wasn't what Gabriella wanted, and she was out of it. So I persuaded Nick to take advantage of the job offer that he had in New York. Make a fresh start. Leave Salem. Not come back. Nick Fallon's not a threat to Gabriella, or anybody else for that matter.
Then why is Gabby so jumpy? And she has nothing to be embarrassed about.
She feels partially responsible for the situation, and she just wants to move on. She wishes to never think or hear about Nick Fallon again. Can you understand that?
EJ.
So let me get this straight, EJ. Gabby freaks out and comes to you. You then hop on your bat boat or your Phoenix boat or whatever it is you Damaris keep on hand.
It's a speedboat. Nothing elaborate.
Great. So you hop on your modest little boat and come speeding out here because why? Because Gabby is upset? Why are you running errands of mercy for your would-be stepson's roommate? Don't you have an empire to run or something?
It's not his roommate. She is the mother of his child, and I take time for my family.
Sorry, EJ, but I don't buy it. Something is way, way off here.
You are relentless, aren't you?
Well, I'm sorry if you have a problem with that, but that's just me.
Oh, don't worry. It's all very familiar.
Wait. Of course. Okay. It isn't really your family, but it is Sammy's, right? That's why you're here. Sammy said jump, so you...
What?
Sammy made you do this, didn't she?
Samantha doesn't make me do a thing.
Okay. Well, you know, it doesn't really matter what you're doing here or who sent you, EJ. But I am gonna tell Hope what's going on as soon as she gets back from her walk.
Well, if that's your decision, then so be it.
Suddenly you're fine with that? Hope isn't on this island, is she?
No, sweetheart. It's just you and me.
Did you know that Hope wasn't on the island before you came out here?
No, that was a text message I received.
So then why are you still trying to keep me from speaking to Hope?
Well, I recognize you're going to speak to Hope at some point. I'm just wanting to make sure that you understand Gabby's perspective before you say something that she really wishes you wouldn't.
Where are Hope and Sierra right now?
They're in Salem.
Is it just...
I can't let you do that.
Why is Gabby so intent that I not speak to Hope? There has to be some better reason than...
Gabby slept with Nick.
What?
Gabby slept with Nick. twice last year after the divorce, while she was living with William and Sally. She feels that she encouraged him. She feels responsible, and she feels a fool for being sucked back in, and that's why she's embarrassed.
Gabby slept with a man that she used to be married to. So what? There's no big shame in that. If she's feeling ashamed, then that. Wait. Oh my God. Oh my God, of course. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Of course, that's why you're here.
What?
It's you. It's you. It's not Nick. It's you. Gabby's sleeping with you. Maybe Nick found out and he got really upset. You didn't just happen to be there when they fought. It was about you, wasn't it? You're sleeping with Gabby.
You think I slept with Gabby?
Yeah, I do. It's not that crazy.
I'm engaged to Samantha.
Okay, and there's obviously trouble there.
I beg your pardon.
EJ, I saw you. When I mentioned Sammy's name earlier, it was like something snapped inside of you. You got this knot in between your shoulder blades and your jaw tightened, and then that vein right here, that vein that runs right down your neck, right behind your ears, sort of popped out. So, no, I don't think things are going well for you and Samantha.
Samantha and I are fine.
See, there it is again. And check your shoulders, because that is your tell.
That's my tell. What are you, a gambler now?
No, I just have eyes, EJ, and I can see you. You're lying, and you're not happy about it either.
You know, Gabby was right. When you get an idea in your head, you're really relentless, aren't you?
Was that pillow talk?
We did not share a pillow.
No?
And Samantha and I are just fine. Thank you.
Come on, EJ. This is the only thing, finally, that makes any sense here. Gabby is my best friend. She could talk to me about anything, and she knows that. So the only reason for you to be in the middle of this is if you're literally in the middle of this.
Please, that's absurd.
Why? Why is that so absurd? What, men never cheat on their fiancés? You said it yourself, EJ. You're a bad man.
Right, that is as may be, but... Abigail, Gabriella is a young woman. She has a child. The notion of her sleeping with me would be as absurd to her as it would be to me.
Wait. She is not that young, all right? She's as old as I am. And secondly, it is not that ridiculous that she would want to sleep with you, EJ, because any woman with a pulse would want to sleep. I need to go find Hope.